In a world more interconnected than ever before, we are unexpectedly affected by things that we cannot see and things we do not know. But there is a world beyond the public eye, a place that the media tells you to fear, a no-go zone. Follow Mike, a world traveler, bringing us to no-go zones stateside and abroad, a travel documentary series that breaks barriers. Mike goes to the places that others are afraid of, where no one else dares to go, to tell their story, the story the media forgets to tell you. See the other side of places like Baltimore, Southside Chicago, Opelika, Syria, and more at MikeNoGoZones.com or Mike NoGoZones on YouTube.
Seattle, otherwise known as the Emerald City or Jet City. It's a city rich in tech jobs, coffee, and music. To be upfront with everyone, the notion of filming in Seattle never once entered my mind when I started this series last year. More obvious choices such as St. Louis or Los Angeles were definitely on my list. But after seeing what happened over the summer in the Capitol Hill neighborhood, I had to see it for myself. I watched in shock when I saw protesters take over this neighborhood. And when the police themselves abandoned their station, I just couldn't believe that this was happening in the United States of America. Every media outlet was there and broadcasting it on a non-stop loop.
Says due to the takeover, officers can no longer respond to all calls for violent crimes in the neighborhood.
Multiple videos on social media appear to capture the action. A group of people approach the East Precinct and then start a fire. Police say that group were out at the same time on Capitol Hill that a group of people were protesting yet another police shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which has led to more demonstrations nationwide, including a high-profile walkout by NBA players today.
Well, the so-called autonomous zone, or the occupied protest, eventually came to an end on July 1st. The final straw was the shooting death of a 16-year-old boy named Antonio Mays Jr. The autonomous zone was dismantled and life went on. But was the damage too far gone? What I found ironic is that Capitol Hill isn't a ghetto full of marginalized people of color. While it's Seattle's counterculture neighborhood, the neighborhood's residents tend to be well-educated and well-off. Many of the homes here are well-kept and also boast a very high population of LGBTs. Another observation was that when this neighborhood was going through its worst moments, every media outlet from all over the world was here. But then just like that, in an instant, all the cameras were gone. Because of the lack of coverage of mainstream media is why I had to see it for myself. So, first things first. I booked myself an Airbnb in the Capitol Hill area, just walking distance from Cal Anderson Park, which is pretty much the center of the neighborhood. My first stop was Cafe Ladro for my morning coffee and breakfast. My experience was pleasant, everyone was friendly, and when I told them my purpose of filming here, they were pleased. After breakfast, I did a little walking around and was again surprised on how calm everything was. And wow, I did not expect to find this. Looks like a Russian church? Yeah, it's Cyrillic. Yeah, it's definitely Russian. Wow, impressive. Very pleasant surprise. I wonder if it's open. No, it's not. Looks like it's closed. It is not Sunday, by the way. It's a Friday morning, so probably not open. Wow. Yep, St. Nicholas. All right, pretty cool. Idea what the neighborhood looks like. Kind of upscale, actually. It's not what I was expecting. The media did not show this side of Capitol Hill at all. They only showed the protesting and all the crazy stuff, but all right, I have to keep walking around. Here's another disclosure. This was my first time in Seattle, so I had to do some of the touristy things first before going deeper into Capitol Hill. So of course I had to check out the Space Needle. This landmark opened to the public in 1962 and has been the symbol of the city since then. The views of Seattle and the surrounding areas are breathtaking. After checking out the Space Needle, I was still in the mood to play the tourists. The state of Washington is a major wine producer, and the SODO Urban Works is a collection of tasting rooms of all the local wineries. If you're a wine connoisseur such as myself, I highly recommend this place.
Let's try this one.
While doing all of this wine tasting, I had to grab some lunch. So right here in the middle of everything, we have 9 Pies Pizzeria. I was getting ready to leave SODO, but I saw something that definitely caught my eye. I walked by Old Cellars Wine, and I see a wine label with a name so similar to mine that I had to do a double take. The name of this wine is Michael Florentino. What a coincidence. What are the odds? By the way, the wine was very good, and I'm not just saying that. Well, after all of this wine drinking, I went back to Capitol Hill, and it's getting close to dinner time. So I walked around to explore some more.
All right, here we are at the Capitol Hill area, and here's one of the churches here.
I discovered the BOCA Grill. It's an Argentinian steakhouse, and the food is pretty awesome. After dinner, I kept walking around looking for some action. I kept walking around until I saw a quiet bar called Julia's. Julia's was quiet, and I actually got into a good conversation with the bartender. He informed me that everything has calmed down a lot since the summertime. While in conversation, I missed a small march going down the street, and I grabbed my camera and I tried to chase after them. It was freezing and raining, and I just didn't see the point of chasing them down.
Well, anyway, there we are. That's Capitol Hill. Big protests. I have no idea what they want, though. I'm pretty sure we're not business owners.
The next morning, I walked around a little before doing my Instagram Live.
Okay, I do see some boarded up signs here. I guess this is from the worst part, you know, when things were getting out of hand. Quite a few things are still boarded up. I don't like to see this. Okay, this I like.
If you haven't caught my Instagram Live, here's a few highlights from it, and it's still on my IGTV account.
Anyway, here I am in the middle of Cal Anderson Park. And this is the Seattle that we were told about. And you can see it's kind of quiet. Now, one thing you notice, we got quite a few homeless tents here.
After not seeing anything out of control in Capitol Hill, I did a Google search as to what is considered the most dangerous neighborhood in Seattle. And South Park came up. So I thought I'd check out that neighborhood.
All right, this is area's called South Park. Yeah, just like the cartoon. I was told this is the most sketchiest neighborhood in Seattle. And again, has a little bit of industrial feel to it, but I was told to read up on Google. But anyway, I'm gonna check out this place, Loretta's Northwestern. It's pretty cool.
I had lunch at Loretta's, and I enjoyed the atmosphere and food.
All right, this is called a bacon cheeseburger salad. So it's pretty much a burger without a bun on top of a salad. And it looks really good, smells awesome, so I'm gonna dig in.
Since I was in South Park, I walked over to Tin Dog Brewery. I like Tin Dog Brewery very much, and I totally suggest their saisons and sour beers. After all of this walking around, I wanted to call it an early night, and I decided to walk by Cal Anderson Park, where I did my Instagram live broadcast from earlier before.
Okay, walking through Capitol Hill, going back to my Airbnb. It's nighttime. A lot of tents here in the park.
I had a slight interaction with one of the homeless people there, but nothing to be alarmed over.
Hi? Huh? I'm doing a documentary. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah. No, I'm not here for that. All right. All right, it's Sunday morning, early, and walking to get some breakfast. And I gotta walk through Cal Anderson Park. I'm on the perimeter here, and as you can see, homeless population is quite large, and they all got their tents put up. Same park I did my Instagram live from yesterday. How you doing? Good morning. How you doing? Friendly local. Some nice apartments here, that's for sure. See a lot of people walking their dogs. I like that. Just a reminder, it's early Sunday morning, so of course none of the bars are open yet. I'm sure later on there'll be a little more going on here. And it is very chilly outside. Ooh, farmer's market. Sounds cool.
Here I am at Oddfellows, one of the best places for brunch in Capitol Hill. right, I ordered some eggs Benedict. I'm about to dig in. This place is pretty cool. Yeah, it's all good? All right, thanks. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. I just spoke with the staff. They're gonna let me take photos of the place, so pretty cool. And I kept walking around, and I wanted to get even closer to the abandoned police station. All right, still doing a little walking around. It's about 1 in the afternoon here in Capitol Hill. Getting kind of quiet. Pretty cool record store. The seed struggles through darkness to light. I can get behind that. All right, murals by Black, Native, and queer artists. Okay, hey, whatever floats your boat. Well, this is what I wanted to see. This is the police station that was attacked, and they shut it down. I still can't believe it happened. It's really weird. Wouldn't expect that to happen, but it did. Now, what the future plans are for this building, I do not know. If they'll be opening up a station here again or what. I mean, I have seen police cars patrolling the area, but where they're based now couldn't tell you. There it is, Seattle Police Department, East Precinct. Now across the street, get a little better picture of what I'm seeing. Oh, there it is. I am not endorsing any of the graffiti here. I am just showing you what I'm seeing in front of me. But please feel free to comment down below in the comments whether you agree or disagree with the messages here. Well, kind of speechless. Don't know what to say. Mind you, even though the sun was out, it wasn't warm at all. I had to make a stop by CAFFE VITA to warm up. Here I'm at CAFFE VITA. If you wonder why we drink so much coffee in Seattle, it's because it's always cold and damp here, so definitely gonna hit the spot. It's definitely not a hot day here. At least the sun's out. I really wanted to talk to one of the venues that has seen it all and who are back open for business. That venue was the Unicorn Bar right on Pike Street. This place looks like something out of a Willy Wonka movie or some kind of psychedelic circus. I had the pleasure of meeting Kaylee, who manages the venue, and we discussed the history of the venue and everything that happened over the summer, as well as the media portrayal of Seattle. All right, I'm here with Kaylee, and you the owner or the manager?
I'm both. A little bit. My husband is the owner and I'm the general manager.
Okay.
Since we got married, I guess I'm kind of the owner.
Yeah, true. And here we are at Unicorn Bar. Pretty unique theme you got going on here.
Yeah, so my husband's actually an artist, and he started out doing furniture and painting, and then he also was a bartender for a long time with the, dream of opening his own place at some point. And so the upstairs bar started first, and all the pieces in here are architectural salvage that he's collected. He's kind of like an American picker. Like the best way I could describe it. So like all of these lights are like from actual carousels, all the mule posts are from architectural salvage places across the country, like old mansions, stuff that he's found around and then hand painted himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then like even the two mirrors behind the bar. From,
yeah,
like,
look very antique, yeah.
Yeah, and then the middle part is like a Taiwanese wedding bed that he took apart and hand painted.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And then the downstairs is kind of the same. All the pieces of the bar are made from like old fireplaces from like different mansions across the country that were, getting torn down and going to be destroyed, and they got salvaged and repurposed.
Cool. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking a Skinny Unicorn. I like it. It's made with gin.
which is this, what would you say your best seller is?
Definitely the unicorn jizz.
You know, that name is so funny.
Partly for the name, but also the drink is good. It's basically like a mango punch.
Okay.
A lot of the kids like it.
Well, the name like that, I mean. And I was gonna say, the clientele, is it mostly locals?
We get a lot of tourists, honestly,
Okay.
Which is really fun. I think a lot of people have found us on, different TV sites for like our weird food and, other different promotional things that we've done in the past. But there's a few colleges around here, so we get a lot of college kids. A lot of people want to come here for their birthday. We have like a funny bejeweled unicorn hat that you can wear on your birthday. And yeah, bachelorette parties. Anytime there's a celebration, or if somebody comes to visit a friend, this is always the spot that they take them.
Cool. That's fun. Nice.
Yeah.
And for the serious questions, like during the worst times over the summer, was this place affected at all, or?
We actually weren't even open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was COVID too, so I get it.
For COVID stuff, we had a nightclub license or a liquor license, so we were not able to operate at all, and so we were actually closed down.
Okay.
But we never boarded up or anything. We never had any damage to the property.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, because,
Yeah.
I mean, some people weren't so lucky,
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff that did get damaged were, banks or, big companies that were like nationwide, or, there was a couple where the owners were like pop affiliated, but it was very specific to people who were against what the protesters were protesting.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
they didn't affect any local businesses really though.
All right. And the way it was portrayed in the media, I mean, it was like Lord of the Flies here, and just one lesson I learned in my series, that bad news sells, and it travels fast. So that tends to get the spotlight of what moves the needle.
Yeah.
And it's always the worst, because that's what people love to see, train wrecks.
Yep.
That's just how it goes, and.
Yeah.
It's just human nature. I wish it was different, but
Right.
we always gravitate toward the negative things, because we want that shock value. Like, oh my God, there was a fire, there was a riot, and
Exactly.
but no one will, like, for example, all the cameras that were here during the worst time, where are they now?
Right.
Why aren't they here now showing this cool bar?
Right.
Everyone's I'm enjoying myself, and yet, where's the media?
Exactly.
And I'm walking through Capitol Hill, and I see businesses open, people drinking their coffee, getting their brunches in, and yet no cameras.
Yep.
It's a real shame.
It's a very inclusive neighborhood.
I heard rumors too. I don't know how true it is. Like, this is what I read. When the whole Chaz Chop thing was in full effect, they were like strong-arming the businesses, like asking for protection, like the way a mafia chieftain would run, like, hey, listen, you want to stay open, pay up, or,
No, absolutely not. Not at all. And a lot of the local businesses were trying to do what they could to donate, supplies that they needed, blankets, tents, heaters, food supplies, clothing, all that kind of stuff, medical supplies. There's so many volunteers here. We wanted it to be like a neighborhood community.
Right.
I don't know what the word is.
Collective?
Yeah, where the people could come and like get the support that they needed, mental health, support, everything, and so there was definitely no like protection type stuff or any of that.
One thing that I did notice about Seattle, especially in the parks, and it's not a problem exclusive to Seattle, is the homeless problem.
Yeah.
That's a complex issue. There's no easy answers for that,
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like, I wish the government would step in and do something to provide funding so we could have resources for those people, but I feel like they have let a lot of that go to the wayside and, kind of try and just make it not their problem.
Yeah. This is all hand painted?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I
that
said,
is
my husband hand painted literally everything.
That
in
is
here.
really.
With some help from friends.
Still, I mean, it's.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming before there was no pandemic, this would be full of people hanging out. Yeah.
Just wall to wall packed all the time. Yeah. Had to make a lot of adjustments, but it's, it's good still.
Oh, I see you got PBR.
Always.
PBR and a shot of tequila. That was my go-to combination when I was much younger. But this bar, I mean, this is really gorgeous.
Yeah, so he had to like, you know, paint everything separately and then put it all together.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah. I'll show you the downstairs.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
So yeah, these are all fireplaces that he found and put together and painted. These also, that one. Even the bar top, he took every individual piece of wood and put multiple different colors on it and sanded it and then put it all together.
Wow. This is really impressive. The art, the craftsmanship you put into this. And I guess downstairs, this would be perfect for like private parties.
Yep, yeah. We've done a lot of private parties, especially like, you know, around holiday time. We do lots of events like around Pride, and PAX is a big weekend for us too.
Okay.
Typically on Sundays, we have a drag brunch show called Mimosas Cabaret.
Really? Oh, God, that sounds hilarious.
It's like theater quality performances.
Really?
Yeah, it's so much fun. We do a lot of really different types of events.
Wow, so anyway, if you're in Seattle, please come to the Unicorn Bar. This place is incredible, and you've definitely been a gracious host.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Happy to have you here. It's
Oh,
great.
no, thank you. Yeah, it's, and let's hope...
Well, after that, it was starting to turn into evening. And unfortunately, since this was my last day in Seattle, I wanted to grab dinner. Luckily, right by my Airbnb was the Outer Planet Brewery.
There's no indoor seating at the moment here, but they set up little sidewalk seating here. So I'll be sipping on an apricot sour. And yeah. It's a very sunny day here in Seattle, which is very unusual, but it is freezing outside. It's I'll pretty much be...
And luckily, right next door was MORFIRE Thai restaurants.
I'm gonna have my dinner here right now. And I just ordered a hot pot meal. It's gonna be delicious. This place came highly recommended from the people next door. And they have a very impressive cocktail menu. All right, I'm gonna order my meal and oh, here we go. This looks amazing. All right, time to dig in.
So, what do I think about the Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle? It definitely looks like the worst is over, and I was happy to see businesses opening up again. I also hope that soon, live music will be returning to Seattle, for this city has given the world so much in that department. But this city definitely needs to take on its homelessness issue straight on and right now. If this issue isn't resolved soon and in a humane way, it's only going to get worse. I don't have any easy answers for this issue, for I know that addiction and mental illness are the two main causes of people losing their homes. I also don't believe that we can arrest our way out of this problem, but nor should I think it should go on unabated. I will definitely return to Seattle one day, once we can all attend sporting events and concerts. The natural beauty surrounding the city is unmatched, and its acceptance of people is something to be rivaled. I'm going to quote one of Seattle's sons who said it best with the following quote. I'm going to be taking a short break until the end of the year. I'm going to wish everyone happy holidays and stay safe. I want to thank the following businesses, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.